Hi guys, so another standing prediction. We're at Chief. I have to find the Chief here. There we go. So the Chief are back-to-back champions. And I think it's going to continue having a great season here. It's hard to bet against them. Last season, the record for the Chief was 11 wins, 6 losses. I believe it's going to be a little bit better this year. Let's get into it. They play against the Ravens at home. The Ravens are 13-4. This is going to be a really tight first game. I think that the Chief will win here. Week 2 versus the Bengals at home. The Bengals are 9-8. I think they're losing here. I think the Bengals are going to be a team. They were 9-8 last year, Bengals. I think they're going to be better this year. Week 3. They play on the road versus the Falcons. The Falcons were 7-10 last year, and that's a win. Week 4, they played their rivals, the Chargers. The Chargers were 5-12 last year. They're not going to be 5-12, I don't believe. I think the Chargers will bounce back this year, but that is a loss here. Week 5 versus the Saints at home. The Saints were 9-8 last year. Very tough matchup, but it's at home. It's at Arrowhead, so that's a win. So they get a bye. They are 3-2. So not really the start of the season they want, but I think it's going to get better. Week 7 on the road versus the 49ers. The 49ers are 12-5, and that's a win. And they win a few road important games, and this one's really important. Week 8. On the road again, they're playing the Raiders. The Raiders are 8-9 last year, and that is a loss. So it's against their divisions. It's always more tough than the other teams. Week 9 at home versus the Bucks. The Bucks are 9-8 last year. That's a win. Then week 10 against their rivals. Not much of a rival though. The Broncos will not do very well this year. At home, the Broncos were 8-9 last year, and that's a win. On the road versus the Bills, so they got a road win against the 49ers. They're going to get one against the Bills. The Bills were 11-6 last year, and that's a win. Week 12, on the road versus the Panthers. The Panthers were 2-15 last year. They're going to be a little bit better, but this is a win for sure. Week 13 versus the Raiders. The Raiders beat them the first time they're at home, so that's a win. Week 14 against the Chargers at home. So they split with the Chargers and the Raiders, so that is really a good thing here. So with that, they have 6 games in a row of win. Week 15. They play the Browns. It's really always a tough matchup against the Browns. The Browns were 11-6 last year, and they win that game. So they have 7-game winning streak. Week 16, they're at home. 10, they're playing against the Texans. The Texans were 10-7 last year, and that is actually a loss. The Texans are a little tough matchup, but I mean the Chief, with all this winning streak, they'll lose one. Week 17, on the road, a very tough matchup versus the Steelers. The Steelers are 10-7. They lose that. They won that one. Sorry, not lose. And then the Broncos on the road. The Broncos they're not a good matchup for the Chiefs. So they finished the season with a record of 13-4. I believe they're going to be, if they're not first place, they're going to be close. At home, they're 6-2. And then on the road, they're 7-2. So, another good season. They're going to try to three-peat. Very hard to do. Only the Patriots did it, I think. So, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this. Like and subscribe. Thank you for all your support. I'll see you soon in more videos. See you guys.